Weird facts you didn't know. Part 11. The average length of a tongue from throat to tip is 4 inches. I guess I'm average. You can squeeze lemon juice on apples and bananas to stop them from turning brown. How you like them apples? Pumpkin pie is one of the few aphrodisiacs that increase blood flow to the... No wonder so many babies are conceived on Thanksgiving. In the early 90s, the average bra size was a 34B. Today, it's a 36C. It's funny because they all went to D. Babies are born without kneecaps. They appear between the age of 2 and 6. So needless to say, quit rushing your kids to walk. Only 1% of people can break an egg with 2 fingers. I guess I'm not in the 1%. Are you in the 1%? Make sure you heart this video and follow me for more. Boop.
Whenever you walk through a doorway, your brain basically takes it as a cue to completely refresh your memory, which is why you forget shit when you walk into a new room. If you announce your goals to others, you suddenly become way less likely to actually complete them. For some reason, we just lose motivation. If you're ever standing on a high ledge and you think about jumping, this doesn't mean that you're suicidal. It's just your brain saying like, hey, you could get really hurt, just be a little extra careful. Same thing like if you're holding a baby and you're like, I could just drop this thing right now. Doesn't mean you're a monster. Your brain's just like, hey, this baby's delicate. Don't drop him. It's completely normal.
I don't know if I should stay.
Nah, come on. You're not like the rest of these girls.
What he really means is, you're just like the rest of these girls. I just know every girl likes to feel special. So I pull this card when I have nothing else to say.
Fine, I'll stay.
You ever had breakfast in bed? Was that a yes or a no?
No. So what are we?
Let's just go with the flow.
What he really means is, I don't want anything serious, but I still want to get in your drawers. So I'm going to lead you on until I get what I want.
I really like you though.
I don't get it. We can work things out.
Look, trust me, it's not you, it's me.
What he really means is, I know you're sensitive, but I don't want to break your heart. So I'm going to put all the blame on myself. When in reality, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore.
You should let me work on myself.
I live here.
I'll leave.
Make sure you heart this video and follow me for more.
I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night. So, for my fellow sleep-deprived people out there, here's some facts. Humans are the only mammals that can delay sleep. Like dogs, cows, even sheep have to go to bed when their body tells them to, but humans can say, no, I want to finish this last episode of Stranger Things. Research shows that we tend to sleep a lot worse when there's a full moon, and nobody knows why. Not sleeping for 16 hours can make you behave as if your blood alcohol level is 0.05, and the longest somebody has ever gone without sleeping was 11 days.
Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Weird Facts You Didn't Know. Part 12. The human brain thinks 70,000 thoughts a day. And for some of y'all, about 50,000 of those thoughts is about your ex. Y'all need to chill. The date on your wine bottle indicates the day the grapes were picked, not the day they made the wine. Social distancing increases the risk of psychiatric problems. That's why we all going crazy right now. 75% of men look for wifey potential in their girlfriends. So ladies, if you want your boyfriend to be your husband, you gotta stop acting like the girlfriend and be the wifey. You only breathe out of one nostril at a time. And if you don't believe me, put your finger under your nose. You'll notice air is only coming out of one side. It changes throughout the day. 100% of lottery winners gain weight. So if you're feeling skinny, just win the lotto. But if you're feeling fat, you might want to keep losing. Make sure you heart this video and follow me for more.
Really weird human body facts that you probably already knew. If your hand is bigger than your face, then I'm really sorry to tell you this, but you have cancer. The average adult human being is made up of about 7 billion atoms, and I only know because I counted. If you ever do something really embarrassing, like trip in front of a bunch of people or audibly fart in front of all your friends, just close your eyes. They can't see you. I'm posting a new YouTube video later this week, so go ahead and check it out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.
So I was just thinking you could be my girl.
No, I'm just focused on myself right now.
What she really means is, someone from my past hurt me and gave me trust issues, and I'm not ready to open up to someone new.
You understand, right?
Yeah, I understand. So you gonna just let that man buy you a Chanel bag?
But he's my best friend, like my brother.
Calling another man her brother or best friend is often associated with someone she confides in or trusts a lot. Many times he's the person that she dates or sleeps with after you screw up.
It's nice, right?
I'm not gonna keep arguing with you.
You know what? I'm over it.
What she really means is, I'm not over it. Talking to you is like speaking to a brick wall. You obviously don't see my point, so before I get more angry and frustrated, let's just drop it. Make sure y'all heart this video and follow me for more. Boop.
Are you a picky eater? I bet I know why. You're probably really stubborn. You also probably weren't exposed to a wide variety of food growing up because your mom was also a picky eater. Picky eaters also tend to have really controlling parents, so like, you probably do too. I can also guarantee that you love chicken nuggets. I talk about all this and more on the new Netflix podcast, Know It All. Go check it out right now wherever you listen to podcasts, or just click the link in my bio. Go do it right now. Go. Do it. What are you doing? We're quarantined right now. Go fucking listen to my podcast. Psychology tricks that I learned in my general psych class last year that I know work because I use them. People tend to get really uncomfortable in silence, and they subconsciously try to fill this by talking. This works especially well if you're in a verbal altercation with somebody and they're kind of being an ass. Just don't say anything. Let themselves dig a deeper hole and listen to the word vomit spew out of their mouth. You can tell which one of your friends likes who by just paying attention a little bit more. If you're in a group and something funny happens or somebody tells a joke, people tend to be laughing while looking at the person they like most. I also want to apologize in advance if you do this and you notice that nobody's making eye contact with you. This last one helped me out a lot when I worked in customer service. If somebody is yelling at you or being a dick, just be like, excuse me, you have a little something in your teeth. This makes them feel very self-conscious and it stops them in their tracks every time. If you guys like this, I'll do a part 2. People with schizophrenia often can't distinguish between a male and a female based on their voice alone. Some people have foot fetishes, and this is because the pleasure part of your brain is so close to the part of your brain that controls your feet. This is also why your toes curl. You can't be born blind and schizophrenic. Weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. There are small traces of gold in your toenails. We mostly breathe out of one nostril at a time, and the dominant nostril switches every hour or so. Men, you can't flex your dicks without squeezing your butt. How to tell if someone has a crush on you? There are a lot of subtle signs in someone's body language and how they talk to you, and once you know what to look for, they're like dead giveaways. Whenever you interact with someone over the phone, pay attention to how they text you. Do they always respond, or do they leave you on read? Are you able to have long, lengthy conversations about what the fuck ever, or do they just give short-ass answers? Do they text you throughout the day whenever they're thinking about you, or only at night when they're bored? I know right now we're doing this 6 feet apart thing, but normally we have about a 3-foot space around us that people will stay out of. But if someone's really interested in you, they're subconsciously gonna wanna be closer and then move inside of that space. Take note of that. This person has probably told their friends that they have a crush on you, so if you're ever hanging out with somebody and you notice that their friends are kind of embarrassing them and messing around, they're just being weird around you and them, they probably have a crush on you. And I've said this before and I'll say it again, but honestly, if you're asking yourself if somebody likes you, you probably already know it deep down in your gut. You either have that vibe that somebody likes you or you don't.